Hey y'all, I've invited Joe. Got my good old co-host a coming. Crypto Joe. What do you know? So getting me a cup of Joe here. Different Joe, but getting me a cup of Joe. And gonna talk with Crypto Joe. And together we're all gonna talk about some stuff in the industry. So there he is now. Let me get him on here. Hang on one second. And approve. Now any second. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, we're going to talk for a second before we get into our program today.
Hi, Jeremy.
Aloha, brother.
Aloha. Hey, Gloria.
Oh, whoops, I about fell. Hey, Miss Gloria. So, Joe, I learned something today.
Okay.
On the phone deal. I don't know. My phone took an update, so maybe
Hey, Cousin Kim.
maybe it's been this way all along and I just didn't know it. But I can actually tag people to let them know that we're going live. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I might have, but I don't know. I might have kind of figured that out in Houston because it said you could. Yeah, but no, I didn't. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, you and I'll jump after the presentation today. We'll jump off, and and I'll show you what I'm talking about because that's pretty cool. So like today, I let 10 people know before I started the live. I sent out 10 messages to 10 different people that we were going live.
Oh, that's cool.
If I could keep my phone still, sorry, fans on. And so if I teach you how to do that, when we do it on your channel every other day, then we can add people and make sure that we're getting people driven to the actual live. Because the great thing about you and I, Joe, is we're kind of spare the moment. We try to do 2 o'clock, but we're not, we don't hold ourselves to a 2 o'clock time frame.
Exactly. Hey, Jeremy, what shirt?
Sweatshirt. Oh my God, not in Hawaii, brother.
Man, it's like 70 something and sunny here, man. It really is like 75 and sunny here. It's beautiful. I need to get out and pass out some lucky cards today.
It is 70 and sun cloudy here today.
It's sunny here. It's pretty.
Sun cloudy. Did you like that? Sun cloudy.
Sun cloudy day.
Sun cloudy. So, Joe, we got a lot to talk about today.
Interesting stuff, really.
Mm-hmm.
Really talked about kind of the brass of all this and more of the, I guess you'd say, the back working of everything. And before we get into any of this stuff, neither one of us are financial analysts. Neither degrees in finance. I don't know if you do. Do you?
Nope.
I'm not an economics professor or anything like that, but I am a small business owner, industry in my years, you know what I mean? And I know I'm not old, you know what I mean? And I have a tendency, dude, I'm live on my computer.
Yeah, I am too. It's showing mine down there in the corner. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, that's really cool, buddy. Forget it. Man, how do you do that? Okay, anyway.
Squirrel. Leave the squirrels alone, Joe.
We know a little bit about a little bit. You know what I mean?
A little bit about a little bit.
Just enough to be. Also know just enough to how to go out there and try and make it in the world.
Yes, sir.
And that's kind of what we were talking about, and the way everything's rolling, and the way everything's going with this Bitcoin, and we're going to kind of address some of the misconceptions, I guess you'd say. For everyone out there that wants no regulation, that wants this completely off-grid, blah, 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 nothing's ever going to have anything to do with it. It's going to be me and you just trading money back and forth, and that's how our entire lives are going to work. It's not like that. And I'm sorry, but it's not.
Hey, Joe.
The world doesn't work that way.
Hey, Joe.
But, yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, let me tell you something.
What?
I want to tell you something today, okay?
Okay. You can tell me.
I want to tell you something today. as dadpreneurs, you and I were on earlier, sorting out some stuff, trying to run through some problems that arose in our current business.
Yeah,
And we decided that you and I decided, just talking, amicably talking, which we do a lot of, okay?
Right.
But today we were actually multitasking. We were talking and trying to find solutions for our teams prior to them becoming problems for them. And so that's how this day really got started. And, for me, the thing for me is, as a dadpreneur, and I know you agree with this, as a dadpreneur, we look at problem solution.
Right.
It's problem solution. We are in problem solution mode, 24/7?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Do we want to give real quick examples?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the glasses, for instance.
Dixon, broken glasses. Okay. After being gone for the weekend, I was in Houston. Okay. But she was, at her mom's for the weekend. Comes home, broken glasses. Starts telling me a whole story about how they got broken. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't care if a magic elf did it. I don't care if an elephant stepped on him. I don't care if you woke up, don't know how it happened. Might as well say,
doesn't matter.
That's all I need to know, because I have to get it fixed. That's all that matters. Solution to it. How it happened really doesn't. I'm not mad that you broke them. I'm mad that I got to fix them, or I got to get them. And the big issue with it is, it's not just that it's paralyzed. She has horrible vision. I mean, it's terrible. And so she has like special lenses that, take 4 lenses ordered in,
Right.
And they have to be sent out and made,
Right.
The lenses are fine. It's not that it's going to be some huge expense. It's refitting them in another set of frames. And I don't think my local optometrist place will even mess with it. I'm pretty sure they're going to send them off again just because of the lenses. They don't break. It's a mess.
Well,
hey, what's up, Jairus?
Hey, Jairus. How are you, man? Hey, Mike. Dehan, hey, buddy. So, that segues us right into, a business issue that we were dealing with this morning. And we were talking about trying to fix a business issue, right? And we were talking about these glasses, and we were like, dude, this is so, it goes together. It just goes together. The universe makes no mistakes. So, Joe wasn't mad about his daughter breaking her glasses. Okay. No. He was mad about the fact that there's no fast, easy solution. And I want to point that out. There's no fast, easy solution. And so I got to talking to him about my son's glasses, and we're in this exact same predicament. The only difference is he hasn't, quote unquote, broke them beyond wearing yet. Right. But, he's a boy. He's rough. It's bad. I'm just not even going to go there. But, so we were talking, and Joe went to Houston, as everybody knows, and there was a lot of excitement, and there was a lot of going on, right, Joe?
Right.
The energy was fantastic, right?
Yeah. Incredible. But, yeah,
so, anytime that you go to an event like that, or any event happens like that, and this is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, for Kryptogenics, we're going to be having events. So the energy level is going to be way up here, okay? I'm just telling you. The energy level is going to be way up here. And when the energy level is higher, people's patience in general are lower, okay? So, Joe and I want to talk to you guys about some realisms, okay? We want to talk to you about some realisms, and I'm going to kind of give an overview, and then I'm going to step back and let Joe give you some specifics, okay? But the overview is this. The overview is real. It's real simple. Everybody that is in the crypto world already wants it yesterday. Okay, they want it yesterday. Everybody that's getting into cryptogenics or getting into the crypto world, okay, because when you get into cryptogenics, you get into education, and this is part of education right here, okay? What Joe and I are doing every single day is education. It's not in the lessons, but it's education. And so what I need you guys to understand is that, you know, we are when I say we, I'm talking about the community of people in the crypto world. I'm not talking about cryptogenics, okay? We are a community that in the beginning, we were supposed to be completely decentralized and anonymous.
Yes.
Okay? Decentralized and anonymous. That boat has sailed.
That's out there. It's
okay?
Done.
That boat has sailed. It's not going to happen. All right? So now what's happened, because here's what happened. And I'm going to speak to this because I understand it because I experienced it. Joe, he's new. He's going to speak to the next problem, which is kind of what brought us here.
Right.
And he experienced it, and I experienced it with him, and it was a great experience for me to have to go through. I'm just going to be honest. But here's the thing, is that, you know, cryptocurrency in the last year, they stole, they borrowed, they begged, they lied, they broke your legs, they made disappearing Bitcoin. Dude, there's more magic in the crypto world than I have ever seen on a stage, okay? Ever. And I've been to Branson, Missouri, and there's a lot of magic on the stage, okay? There is a lot of magic on the stage in Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
This is what I need to say to you guys, okay? Because of that, everybody started screaming and hollering, what are the rules? What are the rules? What are the rules? Well, guess what? When you start screaming, what are the rules? The government, the SEC, the FTC, the banks, all these people are going to start getting involved because you're asking for rules. Well, now that's a double-edged sword. That is a double-edged sword, okay? Because on one hand, we need to know how to be compliant, how to be legal, and how to do this the right way. Right. And then on the other side, we're screaming, we don't want we don't want centralization, we want decentralization, okay? And we want to be safe. Well, guess what? If you're going to put them two together and make a sword, you're going to have to take the good, the bad, and the ugly, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm just going to put it on the table. All right? So that leads us to exactly the lesson for the day. And the lesson for the day is that we're stuck. We are literally stuck in 2018, 2019, and I believe hopefully by the end of 2019, a lot of this stuff will be fixed, but it could be 2020 as well. But I believe for the next couple of years, we're going to be stuck. We're going to be stuck in that hurry up and wait hell. And I'm just going to tell you, okay? And the reason we're going to be stuck, Joe, is because of exactly what happened today. Let's talk about it. What do you know, Joe?
Okay. Well, I know it's no fun being on the outside.
Looking in, brother. And that's exactly where we were this morning, dude.
And that's the thing. And, okay, so I was trying to set up, actually order my actual BitPay card. I have BitPay wallet. I have Coinbase wallet. I have a blockchain wallet. You know, I have money sitting around, you know, and which I don't mind it sitting around. That's no big deal. It's making money right now. Hey, man, Bitcoin's up. It's been going up since middle of the day yesterday, I think, or before.
Here comes 10,000, brother.
I mean? We're at 93, 94 right now, I think. We're encroaching on 94. You know, 94,000 or 9,400. Sorry.
Right. Sorry. We'll be 94,000 one day, bro.
Yeah, there we go. And
speak it and it will come. Speak it and it will come.
Cool, dude. You're like, wait a second. That one little $8,000 coin I got, it's almost worth 100,000. Oh wait, maybe we need some rules in this thing to protect me. That's what they're for, really. You know. And okay, so I'm trying to get this BitPay card, and I've tried. If I tried one time, I tried 35. Chris tried one time on the phone with me when I finally got fed up. I've been trying to get this thing worked out since yesterday. It's not a difficult process. It was easy. I even took an alternate route from setting up an account, using an account with them, and used another account to try and do it. You know, to do. And I'm not talking about bank accounts. I'm talking about my actual crypto wallets. Okay, I'm talking about my wallet on BitPay. My They're not accepting payment right now because there's something up with their system. We just couldn't figure it out. Now, there's nothing saying, hey, our system's messed up, but there's all these little apology letter kind of things going, oh, well, because of the influx of people interested in Bitcoin and blah, 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 blah. And I started reading through that, and I quit reading it because I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is. say, hey man, we're locked right now. You know, instead of saying, come on, you know, we'll get to you when we get to you. Oh, there's thousands of blah blah blah. And you're like, okay, somebody hit the that was in a program they shouldn't have been in, probably something real simple. And I'm sure a little line of code would that's just screwing everything up. Well, I couldn't get. So like I said, I tried about 35 times. That's not a joke. You know,
no, it's not a joke.
Is running me in a circle. You know, like I'll get to the payment part and it'll take me back to the beginning. Get to the payment part, takes you back to the beginning. So I finally get Chris on there because I'm frustrated. I'm ready to throw stuff. And if I wasn't already in the business, you know, and pretty involved, invested, and I'm not even talking about my money. I'm personally.
You're mentally invested, bro.
Yeah. And personally, I mean, I'm using my time for this. I'm using, you know, I'm doing everything I can to be a part of this company. You know what I mean? And a big hey, I want to be. You know what I mean?
Getting coffee. Yeah. Keep talking.
Oh well. And so, if I was brand new, I'll be honest with you. There's a good chance I was at later. You know, because
would you have thrown your hands up, Joe? If you were brand new, would you have thrown your hands up?
Yeah, I would have. Stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, man, ridiculous. And I would have let all that negativity roll in and all those negative things I've heard about all this stuff. I would have just right then and said, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, man, what the hell do I need BitPay for? I got plenty of money. Or you know what I'm saying? Just
right.
And that's how people think. And I'm not being negative here. I'm trying to point something out. And what we're both trying to point out is we're glad that I'm going through this. And he's glad that he it firsthand. I gave him all my account information. I gave him a social security number, everything. I trust Chris. And I said, here, you try to do it. I was on the phone with him, you know, and we were trying to go through it. And he's like, oh, wow, it really is doing this, you know.
It never gave us the hash, bro. It never gave us the hash to pay.
No, I still don't know how I even got my money from one account to the other because it didn't even ask for that, but it did. You know, I'm going, well, okay, you know, and it's not even telling me of money or anything like that. It's stopping and sending me back to the beginning. There has to be something with the program.
Absolutely.
The point is, don't give up. Don't get too frustrated. I should have just called Chris right off the bat after I tried a couple times and realized I wasn't just putting the wrong information in or something. But I let myself get frustrated about it. But I would much rather me get frustrated so I can explain it to everyone and we can approach it like this. This is part of the reason we do this stuff. Chris doesn't have to do this stuff anymore. He's already got all this stuff set up. He goes and clicks something on his computer and stuff opens and, you know, fireworks go off and, you know, Bitcoin rain from heaven. And he goes, oh my
cha-ching,
God.
Cha-ching.
12,000 in Bitcoin. Yay. You know, or whatever. But being silly. But, you know what I mean? I'm going, I need to get my $300 to the company. Like, I don't want to lose my spot. Now, that's not going on right now. That's already handled. But at the same time, that's what everyone was thinking. You know,
right.
Base mess up. And now listen, with regulation. Regulation's what caused the Coinbase thing. But that's not bad. And it really wasn't bad at all because we all made money with our money sitting there.
Well, you know, here's the thing, Joe. You know, you're talking about money and you covered that experience very eloquently. I got my hats off to you, bro, because I know there were a few more words that you wanted to put in there and you kept it real clean. So I appreciate that, you know. But at the end of the day, I mean, you know, when I did my BitPay card and I told you, I said, Joe, it's simple. You just bing, bang, boom, da-da-da-da-da. And I did it with you and it was still, and we even screen shared. You saw exactly what I was doing. So, you know, what this brings us to, ladies and gentlemen, and this, we want to make sure that this exact live gets spread around the world. Okay. Exactly. Because the reason we're doing this live right now is because this is an important subject that needs to be discussed. And it needs to be discussed because of this one thing right here. And Joe said this morning, and I said, Joe, I'm going to use that on our live today, and then I'm going to add to it. And he said, go for it. You know?
Oh, of course.
But that's how Joe and I are. Neither one of us have an ego. That's why this works. We have no ego. We love each other. We want each other to win. We want our teams to win. We want the company to win. We want the freaking world to win. Okay? So
I want
if we know something, we're going to tell it. Your tongue is bleeding, brother. Yeah, Kim, it was more than bleeding earlier, baby. Trust me. But anyway, so this is the deal. Listen, Joe said this, and it hit me. It was like a freaking light bulb as big as my house went off over my head. He said, Chris, there are trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars waiting to be made in the Bitcoin world. And I said, oh, my God, Joe. And I said a bad word. I almost just said it. If you could read my lips, you probably know what I said. I was like, F me, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, my God, you're right. But you know what? The only people that are going to get to it, the only people that are going to make those trillions and trillions of dollars are going to be the people that have a little bit of patience.
Yeah.
And they step back a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, whoa, wait a minute. We are in hell right now. I'm just going to put it out there. Okay. We're in hell right now. We're pioneering, guys. Yeah. This is worse than the Wild Wild West, because what you got right now is you've got centralization and decentralization, and you got that struggle. Okay. And it's going like this, and it's going like this. We are in a purgatory.
Yep.
But it's okay. Because if you stick with it, if you listen to people, not just Joe and I, listen to other people, Brandon Ivy, Christy Snoddy, Albert Thomas, Stephen McCullough, Mike Boggs, Jeremy Keene, Kathy Keene. God almighty, Kathy is a wealth of knowledge. Get on the phone with that woman. Oh my God, it's like opening an encyclopedia. Okay, she knows because she's been in it for years and years and years, and she's seen the changes and she's seen the evolution. I'm telling you right now, from now till probably 2024, okay, somewhere in that area, it's going to be hell. It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a give and take. Decentralize is going to take a step. Centralize is going to take two. Decentralize is going to take three. Centralized is going to take one. It's going to be, and we've got to walk with it. What I'm trying to say. If you want the spoils, right? Am I right, Joe? If you want the spoils, we got to take this a little bit at a time. Am I right?
Oh, you're absolutely right. And honestly, be glad the banks haven't figured this out yet.
Yeah.
I'd have bought it.
Yeah.
As much as I could. You know what I mean? I really would. But I mean, that's. Everybody don't want to do that, but I'm sorry. It's, the world's not going to change overnight, and that's what you know. I mean, this is a process, and it's like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Exactly. That's exactly right, Jeremy. And everyone's trying to just, and it's the excitement,
It's the energy. Yeah.
You're trying to do this. You're trying to do this. It's like when you were a little kid and you had your first Nintendo. You know what I mean? You're playing Super Mario Brothers. You're trying to save the princess. And you're on the first 1-4. And it's the first time you're in the castle and you're jumping through the fire things and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It was hard to do, but you kept trying. Before you know, you're on world 8. You know what I mean? You got the princess and you saved her, and then the game starts over again. And you're like, really? Really? Jeez. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, you're going to have to take your time and relax and ask for help. You don't have to sit there and beat your head against the thing. I beat my head against the deal because I wanted to figure out what I was doing wrong so I could tell other people, okay, this is what I did wrong. Now I'm going to tell you what not to do. Well,
right.
Apparently that wasn't the case. There's a glitch somewhere. That, or neither Chris nor I could figure out what to do.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't think that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know all the stuff that was on there.
Hey, Joe, that's a great thing that you said. You said another great thing this morning. I love co-hosting with. I just love being your friend because we just talk and we share great things together, and it's awesome. Now, here's the thing.
Jeremy,
what?
That's my cousin.
There's two things I want to talk about that you pointed out.
Yeah.
And that is, one, banks, and I'll come back to the bank in a second. Two, if you're jumping on and you're listening to us, and you're jumping on and you're listening to Stephen McCullough, and you're jumping on and you're listening to Jairus Coleman or Brandon Ivy or Christy Snoddy, you're hearing a lot of the same information. Okay, there's a reason for that, ladies and gentlemen. It's not because we're getting in a room and talking about each other or talking to each other about what we're going to talk about. I know that Steve did his first live this morning. To be honest with you, I caught the first 2 minutes. I have not been able to watch it. I have no idea what he said, but this is what I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I'm going to tell you that we are congruent because we are a family unit and we have the same beliefs and we have the same knowledge and we share with one another, and you're going to hear the same stuff. It's going to be a different spin. Absolutely. Joe and I's spin is a little bit more the average guy.
Yeah.
We're just talking to the average guy.
Well, that's the good thing, though, because I'm going through all this stuff just like a lot of people are. I mean, the majority of the people are going to be in it. So I'm with you on this, guys. I was complaining to Chris. I was venting about doing it, and I went on about
That's all right.
Rant. And I was like, thank you for letting me rant about that. But I'm one of those kind of people. I want easy solutions. I don't like getting on my computer to do anything. I want to pick up the telephone and go, hey, do this now. Here's my money. Bye. And I want to see it. Maybe that's kind of a jerk way to be, but I don't think so. You know what I mean? I'm like, let's get this done. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hunt and peck and figure everything out. That's ridiculous. I want a video that goes, hey, buddy, what do you want to do? I want to do this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not going to give the rest of my ideas away because I'm going to give some real good ideas away. And time they start paying me.
We're going to start making some money, brother.
I'm going to buy me a bank and just have Bitcoin.
Okay. Remember, bank. We were coming back to that. We were coming back to bank. Okay. And I've been hearing some chatter.
I'll just give you a time with that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And Jeremy's absolutely right. We were every single one of us brand new. We were every single one of us, Joe, or Mahfouz, or Bethany. We were every single one of y'all. Okay. And so when Joe told me he had a problem, I immediately wanted to jump on. I didn't fuss. I didn't say, Joe, you're doing something wrong. I said, Joe, I need to see this. I need to see it with my eyes. I need to know what's happening because I didn't have that experience. I need to have that experience. That's neither here nor there. What is neither here nor there is this. Banks. And this is Joe and I's opinion. And I'm going to speak my piece, and Joe's going to speak his piece. And you know what? You can like it, lump it, agree with us, disagree with us. We're all still going to be friends. We're still going to invite you to come right back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We love you. Okay? Ain't no big deal to us. But we have opinions. And that's what the show is about, is opinions. And, the banking industry, I've heard a lot of people getting really upset and pissed off that the banking industry is getting involved. But I got news for you guys. The banking industry has no choice but to get involved. They have no choice, okay? Yeah. Because here's the deal. Just like gold did not go away when we went to paper money, okay? Gold is still a security. It's still an asset. It's still property, okay? Right. Fiat is not going to go away overnight, okay? And if it ever goes away, and there's a possibility, and the only reason that I say there's a possibility, and this is my personal belief, the only reason that I say there's a possibility is because the millennials and the kids after the millennials, they think digitally, okay? Exactly. So when all us old farts die, okay, they're not going to want to carry around a wallet with paper in it that they can give to somebody. So eventually, I don't think it will go away in the grand scheme of things. Like, I think it will become like gold, and it'll be a measurement standard, okay, for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. That's my personal belief. And I believe that they'll shift to the digital simply because they got that phone. They don't have to carry a wallet. And I got to tell you, now, and this is kind of down a rabbit hole for a minute, but I got to vent for a second. How many times do you have to send me an insurance card? I have 6 vehicles. Every time I make a change to my policy, you send me a card that says the exact same thing as the last one. Okay? Every freaking time. State Farm, stop killing the trees. I'm paperless. Can we not get this thing online? Just give me a digital copy. Just give me a digital copy. If the date changes, change the date. Send me a digital copy. For real. I'm an old fart. But I'm at this point where I'm like, really? Paperless means paperless. Okay? It doesn't mean send me less.
Right. Yeah.
It means paperless.
Paperless. Yeah. Yeah.
So now that was my rant for the day. I'm sorry. John, what do you think about what I said about the banking thing? I mean, I didn't mean to go off on that paperless rant, but you know, every once in a while we just have to vent for a second.
Yeah. Progressive, I'm not trying to pump them or nothing, but I'm paperless with them. Oh, and I think my bank.
Do you have a digital card though for your insurance?
Yeah, it's on my phone.
Nice. See,
over not too long ago. Oh no, it was about 2 years ago, and I don't even know why I got. Oh, I had a crack in my windshield, so I got pulled over. You know, and it's on my work truck. I was like, I'm not fixing it. Like it was impeding my view, but. And so I just showed him my phone, and he's like, okay. You know, and I didn't know if it was going to be okay or not. But my bank kept charging me $5 a month to send me a bank statement, and I'd go in. You got to charge me this. I have I have different checking accounts and stuff, and you know what I mean. And I'm like, well, what the hell? I'm sorry.
What is this $5 for?
And no one would tell me. They kept telling me, oh, it's because you're not using like this card enough or something. And I was like, well, okay, I'll start using it more. So I did. Still got the $5 charge. Turned out it's so I could get a bank statement. I was like, I get my bank statement anyways online. Don't send me one. Well, you're going to have to sign up for that. I was like, well, sign me up. That's fine. No, you got to go home to your computer. You can't do it from your phone to do this, this, and this. And I was like, can't you guys push a button? I mean, this is a push a button world right now. And so I'm like, hey, let's figure out how to push some buttons. You know, because like me get mad. Now imagine someone 30, 40 years older than me. You know what I mean? Really, they're just going, what? You know, think about people that didn't have microwaves. You know what I mean? Seriously. You know? Back to the banking thing. Yeah, banks are going to be involved, guys. It's just going to happen. I mean, it's going to. I think a lot of people are getting so that yes, it's a movement. It is. And we're trying to get, you know, it's going to, and we want it decentralized. But at a certain point, big entities are going to buy up the coin. There's only so many. I mean, just plain and simple, you know, that's the beauty of it. That's why it has value, is because there's only so many. And
right.
You know, that's why it's a commodity. That's why it's, you know, that's why it holds value, because it's not just something I made on my computer and went, hey, yeah, this is worth this much. It's like, no, it's worth this much against what's going to be, you know, it's rare. You know, it's like a rare, it's, you know, that's why it's digital gold. But there's so much Bitcoin. That's it. You know what I mean? Until, you know, it's going to happen. You know, like Steve talked about BitCash. They're talking about a fork right now, and it doubled in the last few days, I think. You know, it's going to happen. You know, everyone get in now. You know what I mean? Start doing things now, big now.
Right.
Because if the people out there doing this right now don't start thinking big and don't start getting in those rooms, and I'm talking about getting in rooms of legislature, I'm talking about big things. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be anybody to do something amazing, something huge, something monumental. Go do it. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm going, hey, I want to do this. I want to do this. And, you know, I'm getting, well, no, you can't do that. You stay with that. Don't do that. You shouldn't do that. It's risky, blah, blah. You know, and I'm like, okay, I understand that. But, you know, I don't have the funds to do a lot of stuff. If I did, man, I'd be all over this thing. You know what I mean? I've been in this 3 weeks and I'd have made $20 million by now. If I'd have had $5 million to invest, I guarantee it. You know what I mean? Simple. You know, because I wouldn't. You know, I'm knocking doors down, kicking doors down, screaming, begging, borrowing, stealing, pleading, trying to sell them my kids. I don't care. You know what I mean? Get this done. You know, I'm hungry. I'm excited. You know, it's like,
right.
Be huge. Just like every one of it's an opportunity to be huge. You know what I mean? We're writing the book on this right now.
Yes, that's the thing, is we're writing the book.
And I think they're grasping it. I don't understand. I'm just a little confused, or I don't know. And I understand not everybody acts like I do. You know what I mean? But I don't know. When it goes down in history, I want my name to be a part of this. You know what I mean? I want Joe Don Hamilton. That's my full name. You know, they say, hey, man, he did this, and this, and this. Jeremy's got kids for sale. See, that's what I'm saying.
How many Bitcoin, Jeremy?
Yeah. But, you know, I see the problems because I'm going through them. And I'm sorry, man, you can monetize anything. And I can monetize the fix. You know what I mean? And I know how to get the fix done even. You know what I mean? Now, is it going to happen? Probably not. I don't know. But I'd like for it to. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, it's, you know, and it's like I was saying earlier, you can't go from a horse and buggy to a rocket ship. You're going to need a car in the middle and then the airplane. And we're right now, guys. You know what I mean? And it's just really too bad that more of us don't have those Bitcoins like that, you know, to hold on to and go, okay. And they need to be made out of wood, because the age we're at right now is wood. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like we're dealing with, you know, and I mean, in the process, then they can be shimmering, beautiful holograms that are just woo or whatever. You know what I mean? With dancing ladies on them. I don't know, but just that's where we're at, and everyone kind of needs to get, and it's hard to get.
And here's something that I think we need to stress, Joe.
What?
Everybody that I know, and I think everybody that you know that's had anything to do with cryptogenics, and we're talking cryptogenics now, has hollered compliant and legal.
Right.
Compliant and legal. And and this is key. This is key, guys. This is key. Listen to what I'm saying here, because not everybody is going to break it down for you guys like Joe and I will. Like, we don't care. We got nothing to lose. Okay? Yeah. We're going to shoot it to you straight, like it or don't, you know. And we'll either be wildly popular or we'll be blacklisted. I'm not sure which one, but we're going to keep on going anyway. It don't matter. Here's the thing. Here it is right here. To be compliant and legal, you gotta have some rules. You just gotta.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's called law, ladies and gentlemen. It's called law. Okay? So you can run, but you cannot hide. No. All right? Now, you know, we said our piece about the bank. We said our piece about regulation, you know, and this is what I'm gonna say about this. All right? And Joe, correct me if you think I'm wrong here, but all we want to do as dadpreneurs is problem solution.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all we have time for.
Yeah, it's true. Well, that's all we really need to have time for anyways.
You right. Life's too short, bro.
Do it. Pardon my language. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But find the solution. You know, it doesn't matter if your tire went flat.
The tire's flat. Nothing's going to change that.
So get on with your roadside service thing. You know what I mean? Or change it yourself.
Get out and change it.
Or, I don't care, walk away from the car. Call an Uber. Call an Uber and leave the car on the side of the road and never go get it again. But just find the solution. You know, don't worry about the problem so much. You know, let's see. I'm stressing about the whales buying up all the available cryptocurrency. Like, no, don't stress about that, bud. That's not going to happen. No. Individuals won't be able to. It's not like that. No, no. Yeah, don't stress about that, Mafus. That's not. That's nothing to worry about.
What we do need to stress about, you know, if I could recommend something, I mean, if you're going to stress, Mafus, not that I want you to stress, but if you're going to stress, let me recommend something to replace that stress with. And that would be stress about nobody knows about cryptogenics. Guys, girls, kids of all ages, listen. There are only 2,500 people in this company. Nobody knows about cryptogenics. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to be part of history. Write it.
Mm-hmm.
Get out there. Tell people about cryptogenics. Why? Not because you're going to make money. Look, listen, what you make at cryptogenics is all icing on the cake. Let's talk about the freaking cake. The cake is the education, guys. You have an opportunity to change people's lives with education. That is huge. That's not something that happens often.
Right.
You know, it doesn't come along 2 or 3 times in most people's lifetimes.
No, this is a one-time deal, man. It really is on this. And okay, we're using all these words: cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blah, 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 blah. It's money, guys. It's that simple. It's money.
It's money.
It's money. That's it. Right.
Do you know what a Bitcoin is, Joe?
Do what?
Hey, Joe, do you know what a Bitcoin is?
I sure do. But
it's money.
That's it.
It's money.
Hey, Chris, do you like money?
I love money.
I love money. I love money. I love Bitcoin. I love money. I love stocks. I love bonds. I love anything that's making me money. You know
Dude, I love gold. I'm going to start wearing more of it.
Bank. You know what I mean? The bank just doesn't make me money. It takes my money and then won't let me have any of it back most of the time. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the big gripe about it. You know, is your money gets used to fund other people's stuff. And then you're like, no. And you're like, that sucks. I'm glad my buddy down the street got a house with my money, but I can't get one. Appreciate it. You know.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what?
Guess what?
What?
Jeff loves money too, and I bet you Gloria loves money real good.
Who else?
Gloria.
Oh yeah, she loves money. Yeah, she loves money. You know what she's doing right now? She's in there doing the books because she does accounting.
Because she loves money.
She does the accounting before she takes it to the accountant to make sure there's no discrepancies.
She loves money, bro.
Yeah. Oh, she loves.
Look, listen. Anybody that says they don't love money, they're lying to you. Okay. They are lying to you. Now, I'm not saying make it a god, make it something you worship. That is not where I'm headed, okay? Money makes the world go round. And the fact of the matter is, the more money you have, the easier your world turns, okay? That is a given fact. I'm sorry. You can like it. You can not like it. I don't really care. I'm telling truth. I'm spitting truth. I'm spitting truth from a dadpreneur's eyesight. Okay, Joe, you know, the more money you got to make your kids' life happier, the happier your life is, right?
Yeah, Chris and I were talking about how the schools send stuff home like 3 days before it's due or something like that, and they send stuff home with our kids, you know, with your kids, and they expect the kids to get stuff to you. They don't. And they're like, well, maybe you should ask your kids for their stuff. It's like, I do, but they don't. They're not paying any attention to anything when they get home. You know what I mean? I get them to do their homework. I'm doing good there. You know, I'm not through their backpacks because I don't like dirty kid stuff. I'm a germaphobe. No, I'm just kidding. They got dirty little kid hands. They're touching stuff. I'm trying to get the flu this year. You know what I mean? You know, kids like this. I'm like, hey, that's nice.
Germ buckets, brother. They're germ buckets.
They really are. Little walking like germs. Like, eating all your food, touching all your stuff, sitting in your new chair.
Germ bucket.
I know she did. But anyway,
germ bucket.
Yeah. So right behind me, you know, I've got a little drawer here, and that's where I keep my checkbook. I didn't even know I had a checkbook until I had to start writing check. I really didn't. I didn't realize I even had one because I didn't remember opening my account. So I keep my checkbook back there just to write checks for stupid stuff at school. $10 here, $12 there. You know, she needs $13 for a field trip. It's never a check that matters. You know what I mean? It's never a whole bunch of money or anything like that. It's $10, $12, $15. You know what I mean? School pictures are what, $35, I think, for a package or something.
32. I just bought it.
32. Okay. Now, with me just saying, right, just saying that $10, that $12, that $13, that $32. Okay. Man, that'd be awful hard if I didn't have that money.
Right. And we talked about that too, Joe.
You know, and I don't care if it's Bitcoin. I don't care if I could go out and collect flowers and pay in flowers, I'd pay in flowers. You know, and I'd go collect as many damn flowers as I could.
Thank you.
but this is just the way the world is. You're not going to change the world. It's not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry, and I don't know what would happen if it did. Everything would collapse. You know,
right?
Have structure. You have to have law. You have to. If not, man, if there weren't laws saying I couldn't do certain things, I'm sure there's all kinds of horrible things I'd do. Because you know, other times like, man, I sure like to go there and punch that dude in the mouth, but I'll probably get arrested to do it. I don't want to hit the dude in the mouth, you know, because I want to bad a lot of times, but I'm like, I can't afford to go to jail right now. I mean, you know what I mean?
You're a lawful citizen. And,
exactly.
And I think most people are lawful citizens. And, you know, we're not going to see decentralization with Bitcoin, unfortunately. The idea, Satoshi Nakamoto was ingenious. The idea was off the chain, okay?
Right.
Blockchain, greatest thing invented in our lifetime, okay? But
still, yeah, drugs, prostitution, pornography. I mean, every bad thing you could think to use this stuff for, human trafficking, you know, it got used for. Well, that up for everybody else.
Yep.
You know, I'm glad it needed done. Oh, and hey, mompreneurs and mimipreneurs are awesome, Cousin Kim, every day. And it's a it's a very low fee to get in, very low. The education is well worth it. It's just an education with all kinds of other fun stuff that comes with it. I'll tell you all about that later.
We need to talk, Kim. You need to look at this seriously. But you know, seriously? beyond that, we're not going to see the decentralization that we could have seen with Bitcoin. But I believe this with all my heart, with all my soul, with my family's money. I believe. Okay, I believe we will see stabilization through Bitcoin. And you know what? In my lifetime, in my son's lifetime, in your daughter's lifetime, stabilization is okay for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just being serious.
Yeah, all it is, guys, is it's just another money.
It's just money.
It's another money.
It's just money.
That's it.
That's all it is.
Everyone's blockchain this and this and this and this and this. No,
it's just money.
It really is. And you already got a phone.
Money.
That's all you really need is a phone. You know, it's just.
Now, Joe and I say all we need is our phone.
We're supposed to explain all this so much. You know what I mean? And that's right. Some people really need it. They want to know. Like, well, what is it really? Well, what is it really? It's money. No, but really, it's a line of numbers. It's about that long that I had
32 characters.
30 characters. I had to tell Chris all these 32 characters, and I'm really glad nobody else was on the phone there because we made up dirty words for every letter.
We made it fun.
Yeah, we made it fun. We didn't make the words. We knew them. I don't know how.
Jeff was in the room. He was laughing.
Words in my ear because I'd never heard or said dirty words before. That's right. Ever.
Jeff was laughing at us. He's like, I hope nobody's listening to that. A real cute kid.
That little kid's.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get a picture of my real cute kid, and then I can show my real cute kid. Listen, guys and gals, we've been really serious today. Okay, we love you all, we really do. But we've been serious for a reason because you know it came to us that we needed to talk about this. That this was something that needed conversation. You know, and we're gonna talk about the things that need to be talked about. We're gonna talk about the pink elephant in the room. Okay. And you know what? There's a lot of pink elephants in the room. So this show could get a little racy at points. But, you know, I'm going to say don't watch it around your kids. Okay? We love you. It's just money. But here's the thing. Let's tell them a few updates from Cryptogenics. I was on the phone with Steve McCullough earlier today.
He did a show live today.
Yeah, he did a show. I haven't been able to watch it, but I'm going to recommend that everybody watch it. I'm also going to recommend that everybody understand this, okay? And, Joe, you and I got bumped up. We're in the big leagues now. We're doing presentations twice a week at 3 p.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay? Kim, you're not supposed to tell that. Now, We're doing the presentations on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3. There's also a presentation at 3 on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Also, for those night owls and those West Coast folks, we've got presentations at 9 p.m. Brandon Ivy will be doing the Tuesdays and Thursdays, and our very own Steve McCullough will be doing the Wednesday, 9 o'clock. We may have a guest tonight because I understand that Mr. Brandon Ivy left his iPad, or no, not his iPad, his computer, sorry. Left his computer on the train. So that sucks in a big way.
That's
yeah. So he may not be doing the show tonight. But someone will do it. It'll be there. It'll be there. Now, the location has changed, just so everybody knows. The location has changed. It has 2 different locations. Joe, what's the first one?
This is important.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the
first
one?
one is, okay, everybody. Now, the lucky card is, it says kgxglobal.com is where everybody can get this. So everybody that was in Houston and got these cards, kgxglobal.com is linked to the other website.
kgxglobal.info. So both of those go to the exact same place.
Right. They're linked. Don't think, because when I heard kgxglobal.info, I was like, whoa, wait a second. I got all these cards I've been passing out. You know, my lucky cards. I don't need my lucky cards to make me unlucky.
Right.
I mean, don't be looking like an old idiot. You know what I mean?
Right.
I do that good enough. I don't need a card for that.
Now, Joe, hang on one second. Christy brought up a very good point. You know, and I don't know that Christy's been on a lot of our calls. And she left a comment in the comments that I want to address. It's more than just money. It's taking corruption away from the banks. And she's absolutely right. And I think we kind of touched on that earlier in our program today.
Right.
You know, it's putting truth. It's putting truth back into banking. Okay? It's putting defrauding. It's putting defraudation. I made up a word. Putting defraudation back in banking. Okay?
Sounds better.
So, you know,
but
Christy, you are on spot with that. You are so right. We're not taking away from that.
No,
we're just trying to get people to understand that the crypto world, the crypto world it's about money. Okay. And if they can get to that first, then we can teach them everything else they need to know later. You know, our audience is diverse in the fact that most of them are really still trying to wrap their mind around what cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is.
How to use it.
And so, you know, when we say it's just money, we're not taking anything away from the deeper meaning of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.
Right.
We absolutely know and believe in the deeper meanings. But love that you came here. Thank you so much. We love you. But here's the thing. There's a lot going on in cryptogenics. The meetings are one thing, okay? On Saturdays, we're going to have a special training call. We'll have a guest sometimes on Saturdays, 3 p.m. That's on Brandon Ivy's personal conference call line. Okay. Unless they change that, I have not heard that they were going to change it. We do have a Pinnacle leader here on our call. So, Jeremy, if you know different on the Saturday, type it in the comments, please.
Is Jeremy
also, I was talking. Yeah, he's still here.
No, I know, but I thought he was a founder.
No, Jeremy is he's a core 5. Yeah.
That's what I said, Pinnacle.
Yeah. Yep. He's a core 5.
Core 5s aren't pinnacles.
They're owners.
I know.
Yeah. What did I say?
I didn't mean the founder position. I meant a founder.
Okay. I get confused, bro. We have founders under the pinnacles. So it's like all these different names and things, you know.
He works for me. So, you know.
You know. So, okay. So we got that. Then Stephen told me today that, and you heard it here first. You heard it here first. Commissions will be paid this week. Watch your wallets. Watch your wallets. You heard it here first. commissions will be paid here this week in CryptoJets. So that's a beautiful thing.
That you've got on your site, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, the wallet that you have on your site. Absolutely. So, right? So, and then another little tidbit that I can talk about is, are you ready for this?
What?
They are working on the software and the programming to get the machinery available on our site.
Really?
Yeah, like maybe, I don't know. You know me, I hate to put dates and times on things. It just bothers me to do that.
You think it'll happen this week?
Within 2 weeks.
Okay. I need to know
within 2 weeks.
Hey,
within 2 weeks.
Hey, Jeremy, out there, buddy. Hey, if you could let me know, or somebody could, anybody, any of the core people that really, everybody that knows, but let me know before Chris finds out. Thing I'm doing for that, like, it's been planned for almost a month, but I never got to do it.
Wow.
It's pretty
okay.
incredible. Yeah, it's like a whole production thing I'm doing for the show, but it's pretty neat. You know what I'm saying? But Chris doesn't know about it. I was going to surprise him with it. You know, like a surprise, you know, so you'd have a really funny, happy, fun, and a good day, you know? And it's like, well, okay. Yeah, just let me know, though, right before, because boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
All right.
Around, because you know my situation is still waiting on Coinbase. The second round. Oh, the second round of pay?
No, bro.
Yeah.
It's just the first pay.
Yes.
Okay. The company will begin to pay this week, and it will pay on its normal pay schedule from this point forward. This is just, we had to get everything in place. We had to. I'm sorry if I confused you, Mafuz. My bad, bro.
A lot of us have huge teams in already that have 200 people in.
Correct. So
those people, all that. Yeah.
All right. That's all we've got. We have gone long-winded today. We thank everybody for coming. Listen, we're getting ready to do a presentation. Joe and I live, 3 o'clock. Y'all just jump on over there, and we'll just keep going with the conversation.
Yeah, we can. It's real simple. I mean, we can really. I might even tell part of my story a little bit. No, I probably need to practice my story before I do it on an actual presentation.
Oh, come on, chicken shit.
Got claimed. You know what I mean? So
you're chicken shit. Come on, do it. I love all of you guys. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Right on. Oh, I'll do it. Hey, man, I'm at the biggest chicken in the world, buddy.
That's why I called you chicken shit.
I see. Okay. Hey, we're going to get off here. We got to go, take care of a couple things before we get on the big call. Hey, everybody come to our Zoom. Jeremy, you can come to the Zoom too, buddy. It won't kill you.
Yeah, buddy. We love you guys.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Everybody, Zoom. Bye.
Have a cryptastic day.